The house that I grew up in was built by two different worlds. Two worlds on two opposite sides of the earth. My father, from the west side of the Berlin Wall, the last of two children with an age gap of 10 years, with a driven passion to mend mechanical horses, tilting and toiling in oil to plant a living and to harvest joy, my mother. Rough diamond from the landmines of Cullinan, firstborn of 7 children and a second mother to them all, with skills to turn kitchens into soulful feasts and can make your heart feel at home when you are away from it. In 1983, fate brought these two worlds to one place, and it seemed like God had a hand in it, and they were a gift to each other. To get acquainted with each other's feelings, eyes were set on each other like the sun, and they were each other's beautiful horizon. Their hearts became the ships, guided by the same northern star, setting sail to reach Love Shore, looking forward to a lifetime adventure. His colleague was his wingman, aiding him to complete his mission. He was so focused on her that everything in reality became a blur. She tiptoed around him, showing off her timid side, flushing with dazzling cheeks with feelings reflecting through her eyes. But this relationship took place in an era when hatred was loved, segregation was practiced on the basis of contrast in skins, and they would walk that extra mile with their broken, tested backs to bend and break the laws of men for them to taste the peace of heaven. But still, with faith, they marched on, moving about to keep the love alive, ducking and diving to keep away from the public naked eye. She would play the maid, and he would be the boss. This became a suitable lunch date in a city apartment. The owners would rant about this illegal love affair to the po-po for them to be caught red-handed. These news traveled fast, which caused a huge domino effect. His cousin disowned him as his tools got packed when he was sacked. And he would disguise himself in a balaklava as she waited for him to arrive in the townships without being noticed. In the dusty streets of Shoshanguve, they met their sacred means and ways. My grandparents struggled to accept this as it gave them sleepless nights. The neighbors would snitch on them, and they would call the army with ease. It became an immediate war zone as my father's head was kissed by guns, and my mother would cry on the shoulders of heaven, praying in tears, asking death not to steal his soul. At that very same time, they were nursing the firstborn and new seed. People would call their offspring with vile names such as fleas, and they were labeled as a walking sin, a blasphemy to the nation, condemned by lurking eyes and stoned by distant words. But still, they were happy and comfortable in each other's skin, fighting the negative with smiles, walking hand in hand years later. In a black and white country that became a rainbow nation, they displayed their love, made by the I do's, they said. They painted the streets of Haragua red, with love blossoming in their names, with a blue sky paving a way for brighter days. My father, the Prince Charming of the day, wearing a black and white tuxedo, wearing white gloves with confidence, with a full-blown beard. My mother, the queen of the day, glowing and flowing in a white wedding dress, holding a bouquet of white flowers with a smile as white as her shoes. The marriage hit the front page news, sparked a change in people's hearts, planting hope and light, believing that love can conquer any kind of war. After 30 years of being married, love still breathes with them, sticking together like paper and glue. They managed to see it through the roller coaster ride called life, and against all odds, freedom cemented their love.